Hi, it's Deja Gat. Welcome back to my channel. So, if you use social media for your business, that social media platforms ebb and flow and they change, and what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. I'm filming this on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. I'll put a link below if you like the quality of this video. And you learned it here first. You see how awesome this is? You can purchase it. I'm gonna put a link in my bio to where you can get your own iPhone 13 Pro Max. Anyway, so you know that social media platforms change, and what worked and what has worked and maybe it helped you get viral, get your attention, and start grabbing and generating some sales and revenue by growing your accounts and getting more eyeballs, getting more opportunities, won't always work. So I decided to share 3 things that are stale, that are no longer working in social media, and 3 things that you should be doing instead that is working. All right, here we go. The first thing that's not working in social media that you should stop doing is the repurpose without purpose. What do I mean by repurpose without purpose? Taking a TikTok and just slapping it up on Pinterest and getting a bunch of views and growing that way. Taking a TikTok and just put it on Instagram and getting a bunch of views. Besides the fact that all the various different social media platforms, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, have created their own logo now that travels with their content that's native to the platform. They've also said that they will depreciate, they will devalue, they will put lower in feed, or they won't promote content that has those logos, right? So that's 2 things. But most importantly, I think each of the various different platforms, Instagram Shorts and Pinterest, have their own personality now. They have their own creators that are creating content for them organically in first. Instagram's paying creators, YouTube's paying creators, Pinterest is paying creators, and they are encouraging creators to create content on their platform using their in-app tools, and you're starting to see its own vibe, its own sort of organic sort of aspect to it. It's like it's unique stuff to those various different platforms. So that's the first thing, is repurposing isn't going to work. You can't repurpose with purpose. Like what I do is I'll take a piece of content that I might start on one platform and I would tweak it slightly and so it's unique to that platform, if that makes sense. That's the first thing that's not working, so stop doing it. Stop just repurposing without purpose. The second thing that you might notice that's not working as well is the dancing and pointing. Yes, you can continue to dance and point. Yes, you will see people dance and point. Yes, you'll see marketers say that is to not speak and instead use words and dance and point. However, it's stale. So people are kind of tired of it. And folks, creators are kind of tired of doing it as well. So you're not going to get as much reach because people are just going to scroll by because they don't want to sit there and pause and see what you got to say, see what words pop up. So that's the second thing that you might want to leave behind if you're already doing it. And if you didn't like doing it, like I didn't like doing it, but like for good riddance. I did dance some point recently. I don't know what else think of it, I did it. Anyway, so the third and final thing that people are not longer doing, I took notes, where did I say it, whatever it is, that people are not doing as much as they used to do is, the third and final thing that's not working as well is the comedic voiceover. I still see it. I still think it's funny. I still like it when someone takes an audio from a popular TV show or that someone else created and then just voicing it over, those little comedic skits. I think that's kind of stale a little bit. I do see it some and I do kind of like it and I enjoy it, but you're not seeing them do as well on the platforms because people are scrolling by, and as people scroll by, the platforms don't promote it. People just stop doing them. So those are 3 things you might want to leave behind that aren't working as much anymore. So here's 3 things that will work and are working and will continue to work. The first thing is content that is bright and light. So the more you have high quality content that's featured in like bright light like this one or in daylight, the brighter, but not compromising the quality or the composition of it, the better it's going to perform. So that is what's working well. And even if you are doing a nighttime thing, that's the exception to it. But anything that can be done that isn't specific because you're highlighting a night scene should be bright and light. So that's what's the first thing. The second thing I think is working is being intentional with your content, meaning that if you are putting together, let's say, aesthetic sort of feel, or a day in my life, or one of those things that, do pretty well, where you're going from scene to scene to scene, is be intentional with the clips that you select and make sure it has some rhyme and reason. Tell a story. It's a day in my life. Have start from the beginning and go to the end. Or if not, Make sure it has the same angle. So for example, if you're going in, keep all of your clips going in. If you're going from one scene to the next and you're doing transitions, make the transitions kind of like similar. Have it weave and flow and make it seem like this person, it looks like they just threw this together, but I can see as I'm watching it, this took some time and thought. So being intentional with your actual reels is going to do well, because people can see that. When you put more effort into it, it actually works. I know you don't want to hear that. That doesn't sound like, oh my God, I got time for this, but that's what's working well for me and my clients. You should do it. The last and final thing I think it works well is storytelling. So incorporating storytelling in your content. So whether you are doing your makeup and you're telling a story, whether you're teaching someone and showing visual storytelling. For example, I'm telling you how to do something while I'm doing it. I'm making coffee or I'm putting on my makeup. So you have to see it from the beginning to the end, or you make it something, anything that you want people invested to watch the end. So any aspect of real storytelling, visual storytelling is going to do well in social media. So those are 3 things that don't work, 3 things that should work. And I really almost guarantee you, if you incorporate these things and you're mindful and purposeful, you will do well. Now, if you need help with that, I got you. I can actually handhold you. I can do an audit of your account. I can give you a straight up free, actually for free, the free 15-minute call. I can do a quick little audit and tell you what I think you need to do. If you want a one-on-one, I can do that as well, which is a little bit more longer process. So hit me up. And if you are a brand or a company and you're looking for someone to create content for you as a UGC, or sort of like a creator generated content that you can then weave into your marketing and advertising, so it looks like native to the platform, I got you as well. Something I just started doing recently. So I have a team of creators and we can do that for you. And we have access to like thousands of other creators and can hook you up. So let me help you get unstuck and figure this thing out. All right. And now in the meantime, I want you to watch this video here that YouTube thinks you might benefit from.